when there was no one around to help her. Stepping over that bathtub wall isn't exactly safe, and besides, those old bathtub floors can be kinda slippery too. Installing a new glass shower door is pretty affordable, and not only is it safer, but it also gives your bathroom a great new look. And when you stop in our showroom, you'll see just how many options we have to give you the look you want. This is Stacy Sinks with Les's Glass Service, and glass and mirrors have been our business for over 35 years. So if it's a new glass shower door, fogged or broken insulated glass replacement, or affordable glass and mirror home decor that you've been looking for, you just can't pass on Les's Glass. Les's Glass Service, serving all of southeastern Wisconsin. Find us at lesglassservice.com.
They've got the history, the headlines, the pinstripes. But this is Milwaukee.
First pitch, breaking ball, hit high, hit deep, left center, bye-bye baseball!
The Yankees roll into American Family Field to face the Brewers.
You have got to be kidding me!
Our Brewers Radio Network game day coverage starts tonight at 5:35. We are the home of the Brewers, 620 WTMJ, Milwaukee.
At 7 o'clock, it's 56 degrees here in Milwaukee. Today, partly cloudy and breezy, a slight chance of afternoon showers. High of 68. Overnight tonight, mainly clear, low of 41. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, I'm Elizabeth Lintonen. The Trump administration is still waiting for a response from Iran after the U.S. submitted a proposal to end the conflict. News Nation's Yale Ave.
It is day 71 since Operation Epic Fury began, and it's day 27 of the U.S. blockade on Iranian ports as that country remains defiant, trying to control that Strait of Hormuz. And as Washington awaits a response to the latest proposal, one-page memorandum given to Iran, silence. Last night, President Trump spoke to reporters at the White House saying that he was expecting a letter and a response. As of now, we have no idea if that letter has arrived.
Iran's foreign minister has told reporters that they do not care about Trump's deadlines. The effort to monitor the spread of hantavirus from a cruise ship currently off the west coast of Africa is expanding, including in the United States. Health officials confirm the virus on the ship is the rare strain that is transmissible from human to human.
The MV Hondius is carrying 147 passengers and crew. 17 of them are Americans. We are told none of them are showing signs of the disease. 3 people have already died since the outbreak, though. Another 6 cases of hantavirus linked to passengers have been confirmed, and 2 other cases are suspected.
The ship is set to dock in the Canary Islands, which is a part of Spain. A Milwaukee County Sheriff's employee was killed on the city's north side last night just after 5 p.m. 56-year-old Dennis Johnson was a security officer who had just left work at the courthouse when a suspect fired several shots into his vehicle as he was driving near Teutonia and Chambers. In a statement, the sheriff's office wrote, quote, "This one hits close to home." It's not clear what led to the gunfire, and police are still looking for whoever is responsible. The city of Milwaukee's food truck curfew is on hold for now.
A temporary restraining order granted by a judge Friday will prevent the city from enforcing the curfew, which was to take effect Saturday evening. A lawsuit fighting that curfew was brought by the Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty on behalf of Abdallah Ishmael, who owns and operates Fatty Patty, arguing earlier closing times cut into business and unfairly limit when trucks can operate. City leaders say they put the curfew in place to address safety concerns downtown, but some, like Alderman Peter Bergelis, have admitted,
if we made a mistake, we can certainly look at it again.
Adam Roberts, WTMJ News.
Drivers in Hales Corners have one more weekend of lane restrictions to get through on Highway 100.
Wisconsin DOT's Eric Hansen says the work is tied to the 894 North-South project, but it's happening off the freeway.
That project has some off-freeway work on Highway 100, and this is in the Hales Corners area.
Northbound traffic has been squeezed down there, but Hansen says the restriction is almost finished.
That closure is scheduled to continue through this weekend, and it's scheduled to reopen Monday morning, May 11th at 6 a.m.
Debbie Laziga, WTMJ News.
Sports, traffic, and weather are next. Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News time is 7:04.
Ready to upgrade your home's exterior? Family owned and operated since 1983, J&J Contractors specializes in top quality windows, doors, and siding that enhance your home while increasing its value and energy efficiency. From modern vinyl siding to stylish fiberglass doors, and from double hung windows to sliding glass doors, they have the perfect solutions for your home. Contact them today for a free consultation. Just search online J&J Contractors or call 414-423-9200. J&J Contractors. Welcome home.
May is here, which means it's officially don't blame us when the AC breaks month.
Is that why you're wearing an ice pack as a hat?
Efficiency, Jason.
For everyone else, there's Beyondification, the precision AC tune-up that goes beyond the basics to keep you cool and your bills low.
And it's only $69 all through May. A total bargain before the summer sweatfest begins.
Exactly. Once June hits, the only thing lower than your energy bill will be Tracy's dignity in this ice hat.
Get Beyondified. Call Capital today.
Call CapitalTears.com.
Dave Spano, CEO of Annex Wealth Management.
We have a contractual agreement that we give our clients, this fiduciary standard of care. We also say fee-only fiduciary. So a lot of people are kind of twisting it these days and saying, I'm a fiduciary some of the time. I call them part-time fiduciaries. And that's the reason why we say fee-only fiduciary. That means we do not accept commissions.
Know the difference with Annex Wealth Management. Click Get Started at annexwealth.com.
Wet basements and foundation problems? For over 20 years, Accurate has been the Fix-It Show's trusted experts in foundation repair and waterproofing. Whether it's cracked walls, drain tile issues, or water in your basement, they've got you covered. Don't wait until the problem gets worse. Call Accurate Basement Repair today at 414-744-6900 or visit AccurateBasementRepair.com. They're not just good, they're accurate.
Time for a WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Sports Desk. The Brewers beat the Yankees 6-0 in the beginning of a 6-game homestand last night. They play again tonight at 6:10. And the Packers released veteran kicker Brandon McManus. He played 25 regular season games over the past 2 seasons for the Packers and appeared in 2 postseason contests for Green Bay. The NFL will release the full schedule next Thursday. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic, it does look like we have a crash that is on I-43 heading southbound on the ramp to Howard Avenue. The right lane is closed due to a crash. Other than that, though, no major incidents, no major delays.
Traffic is sponsored by Angela Calais and Benefit Realty.
At Benefit Realty, pay only 3.5 to 3.9% real estate commission and get all the service that you should. Benefit Realty, you pay less for full service. Benefit-realty.com.
Here's your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Today, partly cloudy and breezy, a slight chance of afternoon showers, high of 68. Overnight tonight, mainly clear, low of 41 at the lake, 36 inland. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, high of 60 for Mother's Day. Monday, mostly sunny, high of 53 at the lake, 62 inland. Tuesday, rain likely, high of 64. Wednesday, mostly sunny, high of 60. Right now, in Green Bay, it's 51. In Madison, it's 52. In Waukesha, it's 54. And in Milwaukee, it is 56 degrees. I'm Elizabeth Lintonen, Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 7:07.
This is the Fix-It Show on WTMJ. Advice and opinions expressed during the program are solely that of the hosts or guests and not WTMJ Radio or Good Karma Brands Milwaukee, LLC. When it comes to home repairs, we could all use a guy. Well, we've got the guy. And we've got the show. For all your home improvement questions, we've got answers. This is the Fix-It Show on WTMJ, presented by J&B Construction and Siding Unlimited. Now, here's your hosts, Dayton, Kane, and David Nason.
Welcome. It is May 9th, and we are here again for another couple hours talking to you about fixing things. I see they let you off the hantavirus ship. You made it. You're all good to go. You're clear.
Was I on that?
That's crazy. Could you imagine be out on a ship for like 3 weeks, just stranded out there?
And then I thought I heard that you can have the what you call it the virus, but it doesn't show up for 4 weeks or something. So or
they're gonna get secluded again or isolated again.
They might. That's just. I've gone on a couple cruises, and they're a blast, but you are confined on a.
Sure.
I mean, I'm not trying to minimize, going on a cruise. Sorry, Rose, but
yeah,
but that's all. It's one of those things where well, how out of the amount of cruises that go out there,
right?
I mean, there are thousands of cruises happening all the time, and then you hear about
the
one. It's like a plane crashing. I mean, how many planes are flying? It's really the safest form of travel, right?
Yeah, that's what they say.
And then you hear about an accident, and they're like, but I mean, we drive around our cars, every day and everything.
And there's accidents every day.
Accidents all the time and everything. So,
Anyway.
Sit home, wrap yourself in a bubble, and don't do anything. Yeah.
Well, nobody's doing
not,
that. I'll tell you that
right.
because we have been extremely busy at Siding Unlimited. Like the busiest I've ever seen it. It's kind of strange, actually, because of everything that's happening in the world.
Yeah.
That people are like, I don't know if they're just like, well, I'm going to fix up my house. That's all I got.
And I'm busy too. Every inspector that I know and I deal with every once in a while, on a regular basis, I guess, through WAHI, we're all busy.
I don't understand that though, because I don't see houses up for sale. Like they're for sale for a day.
Yeah.
Like, but people are still getting inspections, unlike back like 5 years ago where you didn't get the inspection and you're just like, no, I need the house, so I'm going to take it.
And I would say probably because realtors have learned to deal with that. They're either putting their foot down and saying, no, we're getting an inspection because too many people had issues without an inspection.
Sure.
I think they're also getting a little more creative with their offers where they're putting in something where, okay, we're going to, give you asking price
or more,
or more, whatever,
a lot more,
and we want to do an inspection, but we the realtor saying my buyer is willing to be responsible for, say, the first $5,000 of issues.
Sure.
So that tells the seller that the buyer's not going to nickel and dime them for, well, you got to replace a GFCI. You don't have one in the garage or outside.
So basically, they're looking for major.
They're looking
problems.
Okay. If we have a problem with the foundation, or the inspector finds a major problem with the roof or the attic or something like that, something significant that the seller's not aware of. Usually, I mean they're not disclosing something. They're not up in their attic. They're not climbing on the roof, right? Nobody goes on their roof. So I mean, I think when you do things like that, that gives the seller a little more ability to go, okay, we're good. Get an inspection. Don't come after me for things that are $100, $500, $1,000. That's you're buying a house. It's not perfect. There's going to be things that you need to do, fix, repair, kind of thing. So I think that has a lot to do with why we're seeing the uptick in inspections. I'm also doing a lot of pre-listing inspections. That's becoming really popular.
Mm-hmm.
Some brokerages are essentially not requiring, but strongly recommending to their clients, let's do an inspection before we put this up for sale.
Just so you know what you're dealing with, right?
And if you do find anything, do you either disclose it or maybe you take some time and have that fixed. And so that's becoming more popular as well. But
that makes sense because I'm dealing with a customer right now who was selling the house. They had problems with the roof that they didn't know about, so now they're scrambling to try to get it all fixed and figured out before the close in July. They have it set to sell in July, so they have a little bit of time, but
a little more than you're talking July, so that's like 2 months.
Yeah, but this is structural stuff in the roof that they have to take care of. So,
what if that was found during an inspection contingency?
Right.
Now you're talking, not a couple months. You're talking maybe a couple weeks or less. Yeah.
So it makes sense to do that pre-listing inspection. So
and I do those.
Good. And how do people get in touch with you?
You can go right to my website, bestinspectionsllc.com, fill that out, or you'll find my number on there. Text me at that number. That's the best way to get a hold of me.
No guests this hour, so we'll talk about anything about your home you have questions about. 855-616-1620 is the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. It is a Fix-It show.
They've got the history, the headlines, the pinstripes. But this is Milwaukee.
First pitch. Breaking ball. Hit high. Hit deep. Left center. Bye-bye baseball.
The Yankees roll into American Family Field to face the Brewers.
You have got to be kidding me.
Our Brewers Radio Network game day coverage starts tonight at 5:35. We are the home of the Brewers, WTMJ.
Hail damage? Siding Unlimited is here to help. We are not storm chasers. That's important. Siding Unlimited doesn't chase storms. However, if the storm comes to our area like it just did, we're available to help. Why is that important? Storm chasers from out of the area and out of state are the one-time wonder of remodeling. They come in fast, they rush to get it done, and you're left with cheap materials, cheap labor, and holding the bag on a roof with zero warranty. Siding Unlimited uses a roofing system that will get you a 50-year warranty on parts, pieces, and workmanship. Siding Unlimited will be there if you ever have a call down the road, and Siding Unlimited is your local family partner on this project. We're here for you. If you have hail damage or storm damage, be patient and call Siding Unlimited. That's the best local service announcement we can deliver after the storm. If you don't have storm damage but need a new roof, siding, windows, or doors, we're still right here in town, always available. Siding Unlimited, experience, integrity, craftsmanship. Call Siding Unlimited at 262-567-4513 or visit sidingunlimited.com today.
A lot of times on Mother's Day, Mom's still doing a lot of the work. She might be preparing the breakfast, brunch, lunch, or dinner, and she'll probably be doing the cleanup and the dishes after everybody leaves. A couple of folks may be helping her, but she'll be on her feet all day, because that's just how she is. And that's exactly why she deserves a day off. The Packing House is happy to announce that this Mother's Day, we'll be serving our complete dinner menu all day. And we have ample room to take large groups. So bring the whole family for a genuine supper club experience that features the finest cocktails and a wide-ranging menu, which showcases a vast array of steak, seafood, pork, veal, chicken, and duck supper club classics. This is Chris Wyken. This Mother's Day, visit the Packing House, a Heritage Milwaukee supper club destination across from the airport on Layton, and enjoy deliciousness from scratch. Call today to reserve your family's table.
Deliciousness from scratch. That's the Packing House.
WTMJ's Julia Fellow here. You know I'm obsessed with all things royal, so we're rolling out the red carpet to personally invite you on the British Crown experience with Fox World Travel and Insight Vacations. We're talking about the changing of the guard, the crown jewels, high tea, Stonehenge, Oxford, the full royal treatment. This isn't just a tour, it's history you can feel. I hope you join me. Visit foxworldtravel.com or 866-GO-FOX-GO, 866-GO-FOX-GO.
A happy place comes in many colors. Whatever your color, bring happiness home with CertaPro Painters and make your happy place your home. CertaPro Painters, that's painting happy. During our spring sales event, get 10% off any home painting project, $2,500 or more. When you schedule before May 15th at participating locations, get started today at CertaPro.com. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Contractor license and registration information is available at CertaPro.com.
The Fix-It Show with Dayton, Kane, and David Nason on WTMJ.
Good morning to you. With this segment, prices are going up faster than Mizorowski's pitches.
Maybe not.
Maybe
that
not. That guy's fast.
Throwing some heat last night.
Unbelievable, this kid. And what did he do? Six innings?
6 innings, yeah.
Wow.
10 or 11 strikeouts. They were talking about how many games he's had this year already with 10 or more strikeouts.
So
that's
it was like
ridiculous.
Probably 5 years ago already. I went to the pitching machine at AmFam Field and threw the pitch to see how. I think I threw 43. He's like almost triple how fast I could throw the ball. And that was 5 years ago. I'd probably be like 30 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's crazy.
Yeah.
He's not human. Has anybody checked to make sure he is human?
Yeah. I don't know. They were talking, if they could just bring him in for 1 inning, late in the mid game or something, if he just like, hey, we need you in this to get 3 outs kind of thing. If he could hit 105, that would be amazing.
Yeah. So yeah,
it'll be crowded
he's pitching
tonight,
well.
I'm sure.
But prices. So we were talking off the air here that prices are going up, and we all see it. We all feel it. We just got a price increase yesterday from all of pretty much everybody. Asphalt shingles, big one, and aluminum, like metal prices are going up big time. And it's across the board, right? It's not just at our company. It's everybody's raising their rates.
Oil prices are up, and what is asphalt shingles? It's a petroleum-based product.
Exactly. So this is definitely taking a toll and making an impact with everything that's going on. So,
but even with that, you said you're really busy.
We're really busy. Well, unfortunately for all of us, if you have to fix your house, you have to fix your house. If your roof is
storm
bad,
damage, or
you
just
have
getting
to
old.
fix it, right? Mm-hmm. So just buyer beware. Just like we say always, the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago.
Yeah.
The next best time is today. Same thing, right? Best time to replace your roof was probably 30 years ago, but now, now 30 years ago, you got to replace it again anyway.
Right.
But
yeah. Well, and to that, we've had people on the show, Eric and others on the show here earlier this year talking about now's the time. You want to do something this year. Earlier this year was the time, and so You still time. You can do it any day, like you said. Today's the next best day, but now you're dealing with the prices increasing. But the thing is, there will be more price increases.
Right. There always are.
Always will.
There always are. And here's the thing that I don't understand. That's what I don't understand. Every excuse that comes along, these suppliers.
Yeah.
Oh, the price of gas is up. We got to raise our prices. Oh, the price of this. But then when that stuff comes back down, the prices never come back down. So
it's kind of like taxes.
It's frustrating, but there's nothing we can do about it as consumers. We're kind of beholden to what the industry's charging. So the other thing that is going up is good labor.
Yeah.
So again, if you're thinking about doing something on your house and you can afford to do it now, it's better to do it sooner than later. The other thing that's happening, because we are so busy, and it's just not us, it's the industry, it's everything. Everybody, I don't know what the mentality is going on right now, but we're busier than we've ever been, ever. And I think people are just staying at their houses. They're not moving as much as they used to, and they're just like, we got to fix up our house.
It's kind of like what COVID was, right?
Right. It hasn't stopped since COVID.
Right.
And now today it's even busier than we were in COVID. So I don't know what's going on with the psyche of Americans right now, but everybody's fixing up their houses, which is great. It's good for the communities if you've got good housing in it. It's good for you if you're living in it and you feel comfortable in your home. But with that happening, it's pushing pressure out on installs too. So we're out into August already, and we're in May.
On roofing or siding?
Roofing is about 4 weeks.
It's a quicker turnaround on roofing.
You can do a roof in a day.
Yeah.
A big house siding project's usually a week or so. So that pushes out further. So when it comes to windows and installing windows and doors, we're probably about 3 months, siding about 4 months, roofing about a month.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking about it, now's the time. Not that I want you calling me because I don't know if I can keep up with what's happening. But
sure.
Good problem to have for us, but a problem for a consumer if they're looking. Just be aware that people are busy and a lot of people are out there looking to fix up their houses.
Don't procrastinate anymore.
Good. That's a good way to put it. That's a good way to put it.
Mañana.
So no guest on this hour. We have some texts that are coming in. 855-616-1620 is the Siding Unlimited WTMJ Talk and Text line. We will get to those when we come back. It is the Fix It Show on WTMJ.
I'm Mark Olson with Redo Cabinets. Redo Cabinets is a family business serving homeowners for over 70 years. Now we're in Milwaukee and ready to share with homeowners the benefits of refacing and not replacing those old kitchen cabinets. At Redo Cabinets, we use premium cabinet facings made right here in the USA. You select from dozens of colors, styles, hardware choices, and accessories. And during our Memorial Day event, you could get big savings. 50% off installation of a kitchen remodeling project and a free sink and faucet. Plus, no payments and no interest until 2027. That's right, 2027. Incredible savings. Redo Cabinets, 414-677-6417. That's 414-677-6417. Or visit us at redocabinets.com. That's redocabinets.com. Serving homeowners for over 70 years in Illinois and Wisconsin. Don't replace, reface with Redo Cabinets.
Hey, it's Mother's Day weekend. I know your mom's not cooking. Don't let that happen. Clean up? No, forget about it. John Mercure here. Take your mother and your grandmother to the Mind Chef Family Restaurant in Hartford, the most affordable Mother's Day dining destination. Take your wife, too. She's probably the mother of your children. The Mother's Day brunch tomorrow is an all-you-can-eat feast under $26. That's far less than what you'll pay elsewhere. It's every dish your mom loves for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, including a huge dessert table. Kids and grandkids under 3 eat for free, and they can safely play in the world-class game room quietly set away from the dining area. Your mother can relax with a Bloody Mary, an old-fashioned, or her favorite glass of wine. The Sunday chicken or a half rack of ribs dinner are both under $10 tomorrow after 3 p.m. $10. You'll not spend a lot of money at the Mine Shaft in beautiful downtown Hartford and in Oshkosh near EAA. Google, call, and reserve your table today. Don't forget your mom. Happy Mother's Day.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we help you find value on the things you value. So when it's time to take on a project, we've got you covered with the right supplies at unbeatable prices. Like all Cub Cadet lawn tractors, now $100 off. 40-pound bags of Estate Sun to Shade grass seed, $99.99. $89.99 for rewards members. Plus, shop exclusive savings and test drive select zero-turns and lawn tractors at our Ride and Drive event this Saturday from 9 to 2. Blaine's Farm and Fleet, being original.
Everywhere you turn, it's plus, plus, plus. But at Hassel's Mattress, nobody has more plus than us. Our 35 beds from the top 5 brands start at $293. Plus, through Monday, get a free adjustable base. Plus, a huge selection of Beautyrest, Sealy Posturepedic, and other big-name brands. Plus, free next-day delivery and setup. Plus, employee-free showrooms. Whew! All these pluses have me feeling nonplussed. Find an employee-free showroom near you at Hasselist.com.
WTMJ's The Fix-It Show with David Nason and Dayton Kane.
7:25 on a Saturday, going to be a high of 68 today. Cloudy, breezy, chance of scattered afternoon showers. As I was watching TMJ4 this morning, they're pretty scattered. You may see them, you may not.
I got some yard work to do this morning when I get
I'm
home.
hoping it misses my house because I do as well. So 855-616-1620, the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. My unfinished basement bathroom has the toilet rough in only 10 inches from the wall. It'll be 9.5 after drywall. There are special toilets available for a 10-inch distance. And there are offset toilet flanges available that accommodate up to a 2-inch distance. Can I use the two together to make this 9.5 gap work?
So the short answer is yes.
Yeah.
But kind of digging into that question a little bit, so it's 9.5 inches from the drywall. So, we're talking about a basement. You're not going to generally put drywall right on the foundation wall. So I'm wondering, is there a stud wall there? If it's the foundation wall and then a stud wall, maybe you can, if the studs are in a typical direction, the long way,
yep.
Maybe just on that wall, maybe you can turn the studs. If they can do some reframing here, maybe there's all kinds of electrical and other stuff in the wall already, maybe it doesn't make sense. But if you can change the framing, you could turn the studs flat against the wall and still get a little bit of insulation in there. At least you're below grade. If you're up above grade, you wouldn't want to do that. So possibly moving the wall, turning the studs, that'll pick you up a couple inches. But because normally a toilet's 12 inches in the rough,
sure,
from the wall. So, but doing that, if you look up, we both did an offset toilet flange. I don't know that there's a good chance that I've seen one of these. But the thing is, if it's in the floor already, you don't know.
Yeah, right.
You'd have to go underneath and look from underneath and see if there's an offset there or not. If the plumber made a mistake, or I'm not maybe necessarily blaming the plumber. Maybe the framer made a mistake.
Yeah.
Or I could see one of these being used if, say, a joist was in the way and the plumber doesn't want to cut away at the joist, so he uses this offset in order to get in there a little bit better. I could see that being done. So
that could be.
But this definitely looks like this could work if you had the 10-inch toilet and this offset flange. That should help you out.
Agreed.
The other thing is, though, if you're putting this in the floor, you had a concrete floor, you might have to chisel out a little bit of the concrete around it, because if you have the pipe coming up straight, it looks like this has a little bit of an angled drain to it. You probably have to chisel out a little bit of the concrete on that one side where it angles away. I don't
know how that works.
Yeah, but it can be done.
Okay, 855-616-1620. How airtight should a storm door be? Storm doors are they're not like waterproof, right?
No.
I mean, they're there to fight weather.
Yeah.
But I would think if it's too tight, you're not going to be able to open it very easy because of the suction, right?
I see storms. So oddly enough, just kind of a little off topic, storm doors are not in our standards for home inspection. I don't have to inspect the storm door or storm windows. So if somebody's got a problem with their storm door or storm windows, I don't really have to say anything. I generally do.
Yeah.
It's people like, you didn't say anything about the storm door. Well, I don't have to. That's kind of in my opinion, it's a little bit of
it's an extra accessory, right?
And it's a lame excuse. Well, I don't have to, But anyways, they do need to be somewhat sealed, but they also do need to let a little bit of air out. I think if anything, that they usually have that adjustable sill or the part at the bottom, so you can raise that up. Because if they're too airtight, sometimes they won't close all the way.
Yeah.
If they're too airtight, you can depending which way it faces, they can build up a whole lot of heat in there. And if you have a wood door, it can bake your wood door. So somewhat sealed to keep the rain and wind out, but you got to also let it breathe a little bit.
I would assume so. Sometimes
I think same thing with
you've got the weather stripping at the bottom, right?
Yeah, right.
There's usually just a little bit on each end that's open, and that's on purpose to let some air out and in, so it doesn't seal up completely tight against the. Yeah, well, again, it's not a defense against bugs.
No, weather.
Weather.
Generally.
That's what you're trying to fight.
You better have a good sealing door, entry door, and really the storm door is mostly there. You're generally going to spend a good amount of money on that door, and that storm door should just be protecting it.
I'm seeing more and more people not putting a storm on there.
Yeah, I agree.
Because the doors today are so good that you don't need it necessarily. But anyway, good question. 855-616-1620. If you have a question, we're going to take a break from the Fix It Show. Go to the WTMJ Breaking News Center with Elizabeth Lintonen. Good morning.
Good morning, Dayton. A Milwaukee area landlord is indicted for drug trafficking. A federal grand jury charged 52-year-old Samuel Stair and 17 others from Milwaukee with 35 counts, including conspiracy, money laundering, and maintaining a drug house. According to court documents, Stair rented properties through his S2 real estate company to drug traffickers for storing and distributing drugs, including cocaine and fentanyl. He has pled not guilty. If convicted of all charges, Stair could face life in prison. And a man from Brookfield drowns in Door County. Door County Sheriff's deputies found the body near a dock at the Chambers Island Marina around 5:15 Thursday night. The man was identified as 81-year-old Michael Kennedy from Brookfield. Foul play is not suspected, and the investigation is ongoing. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. We are still seeing clearance from that crash on I-43 at Howard Avenue. The right lane is still closed due to that crash heading southbound. Other than that, though, pretty clear out there. No major incidents, no major delays.
This report sponsored by Exterior Pros and Baths. Trust the pros and kick off your home transformation. Don't just upgrade, transform your home. From bold exteriors to breathtaking baths, Exterior Pros makes it happen. Exterior Pros. Trust the pros.
Here's your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Today, partly cloudy and breezy, slight chance of afternoon showers, high of 68. Overnight tonight, mainly clear, low 41 at the lake, 36 inland. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, high of 60. Monday, mostly sunny, high 53 at the lake, 62 inland. Tuesday, rain likely, high of 64. Wednesday, mostly sunny, high of 60. Right now, in Green Bay, 52, Madison, 53, and in Milwaukee, it is 57 degrees. I'm Elizabeth Lintonen, Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 7:32.
Your home can be more maintenance-free when you rely on J&B.
This is Tom Feza. When I have a roofing question, I contact Scott Klein, owner of J&B Construction, provider of high-quality exterior home improvement products and services since 1958.
Thanks, Tom. Between the two of us, we've seen hundreds of failed roofs, along with the unfortunate consequences of water damage. Poor workmanship, improper product usage, lack of ventilation, inferior flashing detail, and loss of control due to subcontractors are some of the most common reasons for roofs failing. At J&B, our objective is not just to sell another roof. We want to educate our clients. When J&B's experienced sales staff achieves that goal, our roof systems sell themselves.
For a complimentary roof evaluation, call Scott at 262-437-0537 or visit jnbconstruction.com.
Your home can be more maintenance-free when you rely on J&B.
Visit family-owned Ken Michaels Furniture and our in-store design centers where you'll still find beautiful, luxurious, heirloom-quality American-made furniture. Right now, save 30 to 35% store-wide and take advantage of our complimentary design services. Whether you're moving, renovating, or updating, our designers will help your vision become a reality. Visit Ken Michaels Furniture in Brookfield on Capitol Drive and in Greenfield on Highway 100 to save 30 to 35% store-wide today. Sleep better and save more with mattresses from Milwaukee Mattress and Ken Michaels Furniture. Handcrafted in our Milwaukee factory, our mattresses utilize natural materials like cotton cushioning, which dissipates body heat, Joma wool quilts for warm wintry nights and cool summer evenings, and natural latex providing superior conformability and pressure relief for aching joints. Stop in today at any Ken Michaels Furniture store and save up to 50% compared to national brands.
More of your questions next. It's the Fix It Show on WTMJ.
Thank you for joining us. Appreciate that. It's going to be a fine Saturday if you want to get outside. 68. I think that's near the lake, too. I think it might pop a little higher inland. So
get out, do some yard work, fix your home, and then go cheer on the Brewers tonight.
Yeah, another big game against the Yankees. We'll see how we do there.
Crowded.
So let's talk about my backyard a little bit. So when we moved in 5 years ago, we had a swale put in the back because we get a lot. We're the lowest.
Because I came and inspected it after you moved in, and I said, You got a problem here with your grade.
Well, we still do because we just sit. So, our house sits so low. We literally have to dig out like big time to be, and then we'd be even lower than the rest of our neighbors, which just isn't feasible. But we did put a swale in, and then I dug a trench down the side to get water out the side. And
tell people what a swale is.
So a swale is. It's where your yard kind of slopes towards the middle so that the water will travel down the middle of the yard instead of coming to the house. And it works, and it's been fine. But what I've noticed this year is that my swale's almost gone at this point. And I think, this is my theory, I want to get your input on it. I think because we get so much water in our backyard every year, I think the dirt and the mud are raising up to be about the same level across the whole yard, and it's just once it dries, it's just settling even instead of that swale being there.
So it's the ground's expanding.
Yeah, it expands and then now levels out again. So do I have to put another swale through my backyard again? Like how often am I going to have to do this?
Well, I think grading, we talk gutters, gratings, and downspouts, all three of them really do need maintenance. And maybe not every 6 months. I mean, cleaning your gutters is probably at least a twice a year thing, at least.
Yeah.
Spring and fall. Keeping your downspout extensions on and clear, that's a fairly regular, depending if you have gutter covers or overhanging trees. You might be in a newer neighborhood, you don't have any, you look around, there's no mature trees, you're not getting anything in your gutters, but you just got to keep them connected. But the ground, yes, when they built the home, the couple feet around the home was disturbed, so that's always going to settle. What you're talking about when you have landscaping work and you're moving dirt around, I think that could still move kind of as you're talking. Is it something that you need to maintain? Possibly. I think if we get another 500-year rain like we did,
that's the other problem.
Twice in the last 2 years, you just got to go out and look. And I tell people, a comment I put in every one of my inspection reports is go out at some point, go outside during a rain, not a lightning storm, but a good rain, grab an umbrella, your raincoat, whatever, and look to see where water is either running over the ground, if it's enough, so until it soaks in the ground, where's the water running? Where's it ponding or pooling? If it's heading towards your house, okay, take a picture. And, okay, I got to fix that. If it's pooling near your house or something, your downspouts aren't getting the water far enough away, that's what you got to fix. So I think if it's not coming back to your house, I think
still
you're good.
Okay.
You're still good. But, if it were to continue and at some point now water is coming back towards your house again,
Time to dig another swale.
I'm kidding. But, you may need to do something again.
Here's a text that came in that kind of relates. It says, when it rains, the water comes up through the cracks in the basement floor. How can I prevent this from happening again?
So that's caused by hydrostatic pressure. So your basement is basically a tub or a pool in the ground, and it's trying to keep water out of it. So if the water table is pushing up during a heavy rain and the water is pushing up and you got the cracks, there's really... the only way you have to relieve the pressure. And so you got to make sure your sump pump's working and the drain tile's working properly. So usually if you're getting a lot of water up through the cracks, it could be pointing towards an issue with your sump pump, your drain tile and sump pump. So I would also ask, if you also see these cracks and things, if you can see your foundation, if it's unfinished, if your basement's unfinished, and it's especially a concrete block wall, but you can see it in concrete as well. If you see a stain around the bottom course or right around the bottom of the foundation wall, that can be an indication of a drain tile problem because the water's not getting in the drain tile, so the water on the outside is basically just backing up around the bottom of your foundation. And when it does that, then water has a lot of pressure. I mean, just look at any video of the tsunami or a flood or anything, and it's amazing how it can wash away houses and bridges and roads and all this stuff. It's pushing on the underside of your concrete floor. And worst case scenario during some of these floods, it literally lifted floors up and cracked them, heaved them up and everything. That's the worst, absolute terrible, condition. But it is not uncommon for water to come up through cracks. But is your sump pump working? Maybe it needs a bigger pump. Maybe it needs a bigger discharge to be able to pump more water during a heavy rain, or a second pump. We talk about backup pumps. Usually people think of that on a battery backup in order to work in case the power goes out. Maybe you need another pump that's set a little higher so that the first one goes off when it's just normal conditions. You get a little bit of water, it pumps it. But now all of a sudden a ton of water is coming in and the crock is almost filling up. And if the pump's running almost constantly, if it can't keep up, maybe the second pump kicks on to really keep up, but it's got to go through a separate pipe.
Sure.
They can't go into the same pipe that discharges because then you're only getting the volume of that one pipe. You have to have a second pipe where now you got double the volume. So that's a possibility. Talk to a plumber. In the case of if you have that stain, you might need a drain tile test. A foundation, or actually I could give you the name of Eagle Eye Drain Tile Testing. Is a good company that can do that. Plumber, if you want to talk about a drain or a sump pump and want to upgrade Milestone Plumbing out of Wauwatosa would be a good company for that.
Good questions. We'll take more. We do have Jason Fox from Capital on next hour, so that's all of the mechanicals in the house. But if you have questions other than that.
And you know what? I just, talking about plumbing, Capital Heating, Electric, and Plumbing.
Yeah.
They could do that sump pump for you as well. Yes.
If you have questions, get them in now. 855-616-1620, the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. The Fix It Show is on WTMJ.
For 176 years, St. Vincent de Paul Society of Milwaukee has been neighbors helping neighbors, working to eliminate poverty and hunger with compassion and dignity. When families face hard times, our volunteers step in. Over 600 trained volunteers ready to meet people where they're at, in their homes. And that's what our Neighbors Helping Neighbors home visit program is all about. Volunteers travel in pairs, listening first, then offering personalized support. They provide families and individuals with things like furniture, beds, food, clothing, and connect them to vital community resources. Help that provides stability during challenging times. These home visits don't just address an immediate need. They help create a safer, more stable future for our families and individuals in our community. Last year alone, St. Vincent de Paul Society volunteers completed nearly 11,000 home visits across Milwaukee County, serving those who need us most. Together, we are neighbors helping neighbors. To learn more about our mission or get involved, visit svdpmilw.org.
The Fix It Show live stream and podcast is brought to you by J&J Contractors. From roofing to windows, kitchen, bathrooms, and more, J&J Contractors proudly provide a full catalog of exceptional interior and exterior home improvement services, all under one roof. Visit jjcontractorsllc.com or call 414-423-9200 for your free consultation today. J&J Contractors, welcome home.
Are you looking for a welcoming place to unwind? Vince Vitrano here. Our family found a home at Racine Country Club. Premier golf on the historic championship course, rolling terrain, famously fast greens, tight fairways, and scenic Root River views. Work your game year-round with indoor simulators, hitting bays, top-notch practice facilities, and leagues for every level. Plus, at Racine Country Club, you enjoy elevated dining, swimming, and a full calendar of family-friendly events. Join me on the course at Racine Country Club, racinecountryclub.com.
No matter what business you're in, as the #1 SBA lender in Wisconsin, Summit Credit Union helps your vision take shape with loan programs, great rates, and strategic solutions.
Awarded the #1 SBA lender by the Small Business Administration of Wisconsin in 2025.
A happy place comes in many colors. Whatever your color, bring happiness home with CertaPro Painters and make your happy place your home. CertaPro Painters, that's painting happy. During our spring sales event, get 10% off any home painting project $2,500 or more when you schedule before May 15th at participating locations. Get started today at CertaPro.com. Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. Contractor license and registration information is available at CertaPro.com.
Penny Mustard presents single-seat mini sofas.
Those are not single-seat sofas.
They're plush. They have fabric, and you sit on them. So what are they?
Penny Mustard's new line of upholstered dining chairs.
Aren't they gorgeous?
These unique chairs take your dining experience to a whole new level.
The finest dining chairs masquerading as single-seat mini sofas you'll ever see.
The new upholstered dining chair collection, starting at $9.16 at Penny Mustard.
Showrooms in Milwaukee and Chicago.
PennyMustard.com.
Better versions of what people want.
Need advice? Call 855-616-1620. Our expert home inspector is here to help. It's the Fix-It Show on WTMJ.
Dayton, Kane, and David Nason with you. Thanks for joining us. 855-616-1620, the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. Good morning. How can a person find out if the drain tile is working, or is a professional needed? You kind of need a professional for that.
You do need a professional because it involves cutting some holes in the concrete floor along your foundation wall, far enough out because there's a footing there underneath the foundation wall, generally about 18 to 24 inches wide. So you got to know where that drain tile is. You cut holes, maybe 5 inches by 5 inches square or 6 inches round, depending on what you're using. Expose the drain tile, and then you run water into it, and you look for it to. Well, you don't want it to back up. If the water backs up, if they run a hose from a utility sink and the water backs up onto the floor, you got a problem.
Right, it's blocked.
Yeah. If it's going, you want it to be going to your sump crock. If you live in Milwaukee and you live in an older home, it should be coming out through your Palmer valve into your floor drain. If it's not going to either places, but it doesn't back up, that just means it's soaking into the ground somewhere. It's, perforated pipe underneath the floor, and it's going into the ground. Well, that's no harm, no foul there. You just don't want it coming, bubbling back up. So yes, there are companies that do that. I mentioned Eagle Eye Drain Tile Testing is one that would do that. There are others. WAFRP, WAFRP, Wisconsin Association of Foundation Repair Professionals. Call me or text me and I'll give you that. But that's an organization of qualified, really good foundation repair contractors, inspectors, that kind of thing.
855-616-1620 if you want to text David for what he just said there. Could I have a concrete floor coating put on my painted basement floor that's chipping because of last year's flood? It's bone dry now, but still chipping.
So they're probably talking about something like what I had CertaPro painters put that polyurea coating. Mm-hmm. Actually, did the polyaspartic coating because it's exposed to sun. You wouldn't need that. You could do polyurea in your basement because there's no UV. If you're going to do that, the prep for that is that they grind the surface in order to give it a little bit of a tooth for that coating. So if you're having a company do it, they're going to grind it and that paint would go away. If you're going to try to do it yourself, as we've talked about, any kind of painting, it's all in the prep work. If you don't scrape off anything that's loose, and I'd be even hesitant, if it's not loose now, it still could come loose. Basically, if you put a coating on loose paint and the paint lets go, well, now your coating lets go, right?
Yep.
So I think you need to get it down to the bare concrete before you put another coating on it.
Another one came and says, any recommendations for a duct cleaning service in the West Bend area? I bet we have one.
He's not on the air yet, but he's sitting right here. Capital Heating and Cooling. They cleaned my ductwork and did a great job. So
mine as well. Call capitalcares.com. The website. Right. We'll be talking to Jason all next hour when we come back.
Touch on that too.
More of your calls and texts as we wrap up hour number 1. It is the Fix It Show on WTMJ.
This is WTMJ's Steve Scavini from Point Taken. It's that time of year to recognize the people who go above and beyond for our communities. If you know a first responder, dispatcher, or a healthcare provider who deserves recognition, text SALUTES to 855-616-1620. That's SALUTES, 855-616-1620. Or visit WTMJ.com to submit your nomination. But don't wait. Submissions close May 8th.
It's Steve Scaffidi's Salute to Service, presented by Waterstone Bank and sponsored by Mission 94.
The best way to give your house a makeover is with new siding from Abbey Home. We will customize and design a brand new look for your house to make you the talk of the neighborhood. To top it off, We will fully insulate your home as well, so you can save on your energy bills. It's not just siding, it's a pre-engineered wall system. Right now, get 20% off your project. And if somebody asks you if you know a guy in the business, you can say no, but I know a girl. Go to abbyhome.com today, or give us a call at 414-436-ABBY. That's 414-436-2229.
Everywhere you turn, it's plus, plus, plus. Retail chains, streamers, even our phones come with plus. And to think it all started with Hasseless mattress, because nobody has more plus than us. Right now at Hasseless, get a Queen Beauty Sleep by Beautyrest Elm Cove A mattress. Others sell it for $1,459, but Hasseless has it for just $794. Plus, through Monday, you'll also get a free adjustable base. Plus, a huge selection of Beautyrest, Sealy Posturepedic, and other big name brands. Plus, free financing. Plus, free next day delivery and setup. Plus, free haul away and disposal of your old mattress. Plus, employee free showrooms. Get all this plus a whole lot more when you shop at Hasseless Mattress. Woo! All these pluses have me feeling nonplussed. Save big on Sealy Posturepedic, Beautyrest, and more every day from 9 to 9. Find an employee-free showroom near you or shop online at Hasseless.com.
Thinking about a new AC? Well, May is officially the month of the big zero.
Careful, people are going to think you're talking about your golf handicap again.
Very funny. No, it's 0% financing for 60 months on select high-efficiency air conditioning systems.
That's 5 years of interest-free comfort. It's basically like the universe wants you to stay cool.
The universe and Capital. But this offer expires when May does. So go online or call Capital to book your new system estimate for free today.
Call CapitalCares.com.
Church and Chapel Funeral Homes. Dignified services with less expensive fees compared to other fine funeral homes. Church and Chapel Funeral Homes. There's one near you.
Hey everybody, Debbie Lozica here for Comfort Awnings. This year, reclaim your outdoor space like I did. Having the option to extend our awning when that summer sun gets too hot or when it's raining has been a game changer, and it allows my dogs, husband, and I to enjoy our patio every season. Right now, get up to $500 off any awning or screen. That's right, get 10% off up to $500 until the end of the month. Call 414-AWNINGS or visit ComfortAwnings.com to learn more.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee. From the Annex Wealth Management Studios, this is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
David and Dayton. One guy knows what the heck he's talking about. We'll let you figure out which one it is. It's the Fix-It Show on WTMJ.
Isaac hasn't played that one in a while. We have Evan filling in for Isaac in the producer's studio. One of these guys knows what he's talking about. 855-616-1620, the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. Thanks to Siding Unlimited and JMB Construction for sponsoring us each week. And we do have a phone call. Let's go to Phil in Brown Deer. Good morning, Phil. What's your question?
The question is, this woman that I was helping when we had the floods has a basement that apparently all the walls were caving in or shifting. And they have these pipes going up from the floor to the ceiling, and they're tied off on both ends. And I went around and had someone go around and seal the joint at the floor. But that worked except in one place, and that's at the bottom of one of those pipes. The pipe comes down, it sits on a metal plate, and it's bolted to the floor. But water comes out from underneath that pipe. And the pipes are mortared to the wall, and so I don't know where the water's coming from except underneath that one pipe. So what do we do? Do we let the pipe just corrode away?
These go into the floor?
It sounds like wall braces.
Are these?
Yes, they are.
Wall braces.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Yes, they look like 2x8s.
Okay.
And they're all standing vertical, yeah.
And you said you can see a plate with bolts into the floor?
All of them.
Yeah, okay, so they're bolted to the
all
concrete.
All the plates are anchored to the floor, right.
Okay, so they did the braces, they didn't do any drain tile work. If you do drain tile work and you have beams, you can't see the plates because they put them in before they pour the concrete back. So this one, they just bolted them to the floor. It sounds like you probably have water backing up in the drain tile. So it may be a drain tile issue because those bolts are going into the concrete and possibly down into the footing, depending on how thick the concrete is there. So water, the capillary action is probably traveling up through along those bolts. Hydrostatic pressures pushing the water, capillary actions allowing the water. I know you're using big words here this morning. It's early. But it's pushing water up along those bolts. And the only way to stop that really is to, you check the sump pump, make sure it's pumping water, enough water. Check the level of the float, make sure that it's not allowing the water to get that high. You want to try to keep your drain tile clear of water. If it's getting buried in water all the time, that means the drain tile is filling with water and staying full. So those are some things that you can check. That's about all I can think of. We were initially thinking off the air, there's a pipe coming through the wall, but if it's coming up through the floor, you can't get to the other side of the floor. You know what I mean? To seal that off.
Yeah, and we couldn't decide whether it was coming through the wall and then down to the pipe, back side of the pipe, because we can't see it because it's mortared to the wall.
Yeah. There's usually not a way for the water to get. Well, it could be that the beam could be hiding a crack, but that would require an inspection.
Can you take those braces off?
No.
Once they're on, you can, but then you'd have to put another one back on.
The brace might be okay, and you can unbolt it from the joist up above. But these bolts in the floor, you're going to end up having probably to cut them off.
Okay.
They're probably rusted enough. You're not going to get them, and then you might have to move it a little bit
to be able to
put new bolts in. So, I would try to deal with the drain tile. Eagle Eye Drain Tile Testing is a company. You can search them, and they could do a drain tile test or an inspection for you.
Is there a sump pump in the house?
In the basement, yeah.
Oh, okay. He's gone. All right. Well, that
check those things that I talked about, the sump pump, the level of the float, make sure it's got enough ability to pump volume of water out, things like that, or call to have a drain tile test done.
Okay, that does it for hour number 1. We would love to hear from you next hour as well, 855-616-1620, the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. Jason Fox from Capital on heating, cooling, electric, plumbing. They do it all, and we'll talk about it next.
This has been the Fix-It Show on WTMJ, presented by J&B Construction and Siding Unlimited. Advice and opinions expressed during the program are solely that of the hosts or guests, and not WTMJ Radio or Good Karma Brands Milwaukee, LLC.
This is Bo from Ridgetop Exteriors. Your home should be the one place that you feel completely comfortable and safe, but old, drafty windows can steal that feeling. At Ridgetop Exteriors, we bring that peace of mind back. As Wisconsin's leading Pella Premier contractor, we install beautiful, secure windows and doors that can save you up to 40% on your energy bills. Get a home full of new Pella windows for as low as $198 a month. Learn more at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
Hey, it's Mother's Day weekend. I know one thing your mom better not be doing this weekend: cooking or cleaning. John Mercure here. I've got a great idea. I highly recommend taking your mother and grandmother to the historic Fox and Hound Supper Club tonight for a free dinner, and take your wife. Enjoy your favorite steak, prime rib, twin lobster tails, pasta, the mixed grill of a filet, shrimp and scallops, honey and glazed salmon, any entree, and dessert. All are buy one, get one free tonight. That's right. Even on Mother's Day weekend, only at the Fox and Hounds. Celebrate your mother with an old-fashioned. Choose from 20 bourbons, 120 wines in the rustic bar, 8 unique, gorgeous dining rooms. The Fox and Hounds cuddles the Kettle Moraine Forest. The drive-in views are spectacular, a must-see. Just off Highway 167, easy to get to near Holy Hill. Serving lunch today from 11 till 2, dinner at 3, dine early, avoid the rush. Tables are open. Google, call, and reserve your free dinner tonight. Don't forget your mom.
Wet basements and foundation problems? For over 20 years, Accurate has been the Fix-It Show's trusted experts in foundation repair and waterproofing. Whether it's cracked walls, drain tile issues, or water in your basement, they've got you covered. Don't wait until the problem gets worse. Call Accurate Basement Repair today at 414-744-6900 or visit AccurateBasementRepair.com. They're not just good, They're accurate.
They've got the history, the headlines, the pinstripes. But this is Milwaukee.
First pitch. Breaking ball. Hit high. Hit deep. Left center. Bye-bye baseball.
The Yankees roll into American Family Field to face the Brewers.
You have got to be kidding me.
Our Brewers Radio Network game day coverage starts tonight at 5:35. We are the home of the Brewers. 620 WTMJ, Milwaukee.
At 8 o'clock, it is 59 degrees here in Milwaukee. Today, partly cloudy and breezy, a slight chance of afternoon showers. High of 68. Overnight tonight, mainly clear, low of 41. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, I'm Elizabeth Lintonen. A Frontier Airlines plane hit a person reportedly on a runway at Denver International Airport. The plane was set to take off for Los Angeles, but an engine caught fire and passengers and crew were evacuated. CBS's Adriana Diaz.
Video shot by a passenger. It shows passengers using the emergency slides to exit the plane. We've also obtained communications between the pilot and the control tower. Take a listen.
Frontier 4345, we're stopping on the runway. We just hit somebody. We have an engine fire. We have 231 souls on board. We have 21,320 pounds of fuel on board. There was an individual walking across the runway.
No injuries were reported among any of the 224 passengers or 7 crew members aboard the plane at the time of the incident. The effort to monitor the spread of hantavirus from a cruise ship currently off the west coast of Africa is expanding, including in the United States. Health officials confirmed the virus on the ship is the rare strain that is transmissible from human to human.
The MV Honeyus is carrying 147 passengers and crew. 17 of them are Americans. We are told none of them are showing signs of the disease. 3 people have already died since the outbreak, though. Another 6 cases of hantavirus linked to passengers have been confirmed, and 2 other cases are suspected.
The ship is set to dock in the Canary Islands, which is a part of Spain. The city of Milwaukee's food truck curfew is on hold for now.
A temporary restraining order granted by a judge Friday will prevent the city from enforcing the curfew, which was to take effect Saturday evening. A lawsuit fighting that curfew was brought by the Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty on behalf of Abdallah Ishmael, who owns and operates Fatty Patty, arguing earlier closing times cut into business and unfairly limit when trucks can operate. City leaders say they put the curfew in place to address safety concerns downtown, but some, like Alderman Peter Bergelis, have admitted,
if we made a mistake, we can certainly look at it again.
Adam Roberts, WTMJ News.
A Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office employee was killed on the city's north side last night just after 5 p.m. 56-year-old Dennis Johnson was a security officer who had just left work at the courthouse when a suspect fired several shots into his vehicle as he was driving near Teutonia and Chambers. In a statement, the sheriff's office wrote, quote, "This one hits close to home. It's not clear what led to the gunfire, and police are still looking for whoever is responsible." The argument remains on whether to keep the I-794 Lake interchange or remove it. Removal concerns include an increase in traffic, accidents, and more. Tracy Johnson, the CEO of Commercial Association of Realtors, tells Wisconsin's Afternoon News.
Some of the estimations were increasing the commute times by almost 300%. I mean, this wasn't across the board, but when you are sitting in your car for a longer period of time, you are emitting more pollution into the atmosphere.
Others say the removal will boost the economy, creating thousands of jobs and homes in that area. Crews are hitting a new milestone on the I-94 East leg near the 27th Street Bridge.
The DOT's Eric Hansen says the early stage bridge work is continuing over the Menominee Valley.
The early east leg construction continues on the 27th Street Bridge. Crews are working to set the existing bridge on our new pier later this week.
Once that bridge demo is finished, the next phase is about giving crews room to keep building north.
That'll give us the overhead clearance to continue drilling and installing the new bridge piers, working our way from south to north.
Future pier demolition will require overnight closures, but the DOT says that timing is still to be determined. Debbie Laziga, WTMJ News.
Sports, traffic, and weather are next. Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News. Time is 8:03.
I'm Mark Olson with Redo Cabinets. Redo Cabinets is a family business serving homeowners for over 70 years. Now we're in Milwaukee and ready to share with homeowners the benefits of refacing and not replacing those old kitchen cabinets. At Redo Cabinets, we use premium cabinet facings made right here in the USA. You select from dozens of colors, styles, hardware choices, and accessories. And during our Memorial Day event, you could get big savings. 50% off installation of a kitchen remodeling project and a free sink and faucet. Plus, no payments and no interest until 2027. That's right, 2027. Incredible savings. Redo Cabinets, 414-677-6417. That's 414-677-6417. Or visit us at redocabinets.com. That's redocabinets.com. Serving homeowners for over 70 years in Illinois and Wisconsin. Don't replace, reface with Redo Cabinets.
A lot of times on Mother's Day, Mom's still doing a lot of the work. She might be preparing the breakfast, brunch, lunch, or dinner, and she'll probably be doing the cleanup and the dishes after everybody leaves. A couple of folks may be helping her, but she'll be on her feet all day, because that's just how she is. And that's exactly why she deserves a day off. The Packing House is happy to announce that this Mother's Day, we'll be serving our complete dinner menu all day. And we have ample room to take large groups. So bring the whole family for a genuine supper club experience that features the finest cocktails and a wide-ranging menu, which showcases a vast array of steak, seafood, pork, veal, chicken, and duck supper club classics. This is Chris Wyken. This Mother's Day, visit the Packing House, a Heritage Milwaukee Supper Club destination across from the airport on Layton, and enjoy deliciousness from scratch. Call today to reserve your family's table.
Deliciousness from scratch. That's the Packing House.
Time for WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all sports desk. The Brewers beat the Yankees 6-0 in the beginning of a 6-game homestand last night. They play again tonight. Coverage of tonight's game begins at 6:10 right here on WTMJ. And the Packers release veteran kicker Brandon McManus. He played in 25 regular season games over the past 2 seasons for the Packers and appeared in 2 postseason contests for Green Bay. The NFL will release the full schedule next Thursday. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. At the moment, pretty clear out there. No major incidents, no major delays.
Sponsored by Accunet Mortgage.
Get your rock-solid pre-approval or a no-pressure refi checkup by clicking on the blue button at Accunet.com. That's ACCUNET.com.
Here's your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Today, partly cloudy and breezy, slight chance of afternoon showers, high of 68. Overnight tonight, mainly clear, low of 41 at the lake, 36 inland. Tomorrow for Mother's Day, mostly sunny with a high of 60. Monday, mostly sunny, high of 53 at the lake, 62 inland. Tuesday, rain likely, high of 64. Wednesday, mostly sunny, high of 60 degrees. Right now in Green Bay, it's 53. In Madison, it's 55. In Waukesha, it's 57. And in Milwaukee, it is 59 degrees. I'm Elizabeth Lintonen, Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 8:07.
This is the Fix-It Show on WTMJ. Advice and opinions expressed during the program are solely that of the hosts or guests and not WTMJ Radio or Good Karma Brands Milwaukee, LLC. When it comes to home repairs, we could all use a guide. Well, we've got the guide, and we've got the show. For all your home improvement questions, we've got answers. This is the Fix-It Show on WTMJ. Presented by J&B Construction and Siding Unlimited. Now, here's your host, Dayton, Kane, and David Nason.
Welcome to hour number 2. We appreciate you hanging on. Or if you're just tuning in, don't forget you can always get the podcast wherever you get your podcasts, Apple, Spotify, WTMJ.com gets posted there.
Wake up early on a Saturday morning, listen to us live.
Yeah. Or you can watch us. We're on YouTube as well.
We're here. Jason's here.
Jason Fox here from Capital.
All you got to do is get up and turn on your radio. Your old, transistor radio. Listen to a little bit of static.
Transistor
Does that still work
radio.
that way?
It does. It does.
Tell us what you guys all do. Start us off.
So Capital Heating, Cooling, Electric, and Plumbing. So all the mechanical issues for your home, right? So if you live in a home, anything electric, heating, cooling, air quality, duct cleaning, plumbing wise, we can take care of it. So we can fix it, we can maintain it, or we can put a new one in for you.
So one thing that somebody asked last hour was duct cleaning.
Yes.
How often and why?
So according to the EPA, the worst air you're going to breathe anywhere throughout the day is in your own home. And the number one thing you can do to fix that air is cleaning your ductwork, right? How often is really a loaded question because it's going to vary from house to house. Really depends on how much your windows are open, how many pets you have, how many people are living in your house, things like that. On average, we all lose 1.5 pounds of skin cells per person per year. So where do you think those?
Yet I still keep gaining weight. What is going on?
Everybody's having breakfast right now. And
so you wonder what you're marinating in, right? As you're eating your food, and the 99% of what's in the air you can't see, right? So the best way is to have your ducts inspected, right? Typically, it's 3 to 5 years is what we see for duct cleaning to be needed. But sometimes I've seen 10 years. Sometimes I've seen 2 years.
So I'm getting a Beyondification on my air conditioner on Wednesday this coming week.
Yep.
Thanks to you guys.
I haven't done
Will they check that then?
Yeah, they'll check it every time we come out. We're just going to take and do a visual inspection.
Gotcha.
We're NADCA certified. That's what NADCA recommends is a visual inspection every other year. Since we're there, we're just going to check it every year. Just take a quick look. It doesn't take long.
Okay.
And then if we see something, we'll show you, right? And then it's up to you to decide if you want to do it now or you want to wait or if you want to continue to marinate. If you live in your house for a while, that's probably not so bad if you're marinating your own stuff. It's usually when people move into a new home and they're marinating in all the other stuff that's been in there.
So we have 7 chickens, we have 2 dogs, we have 2 grandchildren. We live there. I'm thinking I probably need to get it done.
Are your chickens in the house or outside?
No, they would come in if we let them.
I was just going to say, what kind of green acres are you running out there?
I'm just saying we're walking in and out of the house a lot from the backyard with the chickens, and so that's bringing stuff in, right?
The chickens want to come in though?
Oh yeah. If we didn't keep them out, they would be in the house.
Knocking on the window?
Oh yeah, they do. They're
Really?
at the patio door knocking. They
That's
try
funny.
flying in the window once in a while. And it's crazy. These chickens want attention. Nuts. Anyway, to get to the point, so every 3 to 5 years, depending.
Every 3 to 5 years, yeah. We'll look at it and see what's going on. Obviously, your returns typically will pick up more dirt and debris than the supplies, but if your ductwork is balanced well and things like that, you'll see a lot less debris in there as well. So it's really matters of how well the system's breathing, what's moving around, right? If it's restricted and you're forcing air through there more, you're going to suck a lot more dirt and debris just through the entire system. And we'll see all that when we're doing the Beyondification. We'll come out and take a look.
Breathing.
Change your filter.
Yeah.
I say that every show
because you don't want to breathe through a dirty filter.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, that we're moving into air conditioning season, right? So that's when it's important during heating season, but cooling season especially is when your system needs the amount of air because you're doing a refrigeration process that's dependent on air.
Yeah.
And if you're not moving enough of it, it'll happen as it can freeze up the coil, and then you start to do damage to the entire system, right?
And
so dirty filters, more and more dirt, less and less air movement, and then you have more problems.
Right, and I really haven't started running air conditioners regularly yet on my inspections. On warmer days I have, but if it's been, like we just had a week of frost advisories over at night, so it's cool. If the condenser's on the north side of the house, it hasn't gotten any sun, it's still pretty cold, so I'm not running them. But I'm being very attentive of if they have a cover on the top of that condenser that you need to take that cover off before you start it up.
Yes, please. It's at this time of year.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be any really much too much about debris. Some trees are still dropping new stuff, but it's good to get that off. Get the power turned on.
Off. Yeah, you'll suffocate it.
Yeah, get all the if you haven't cut back the bushes and things, give it 3 feet of clearance all the way around so that can breathe as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you're ready to go. Turn it on, just see if you notice any noise that's different. Is the fan spinning? Just some basics.
Or become a Capital Cares member, a Merle's League of Home Defenders, and then you guys do all that for me. I don't even think about it. You guys
we'll
call
just come out
me
and take care of it
and say, "Hey, we're coming to give you your Beyondification."
I got the calls. I haven't responded yet.
Then I quick run out and get a filter so that it looks clean when you come out, because I don't want to be the guy that has the dirty filter when you guys come out.
Well,
or you guys would change it for me if I had it ready to go.
Yeah, if you have it there, we'll absolutely swap it out for you. No problem. Take a look at it.
855-616-1620, the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talking text line. If you have questions for Jason from Capital, you can check them out at callcapitalcares.com. The Fix It Show is on, and we thank you for listening.
There's no rest for baseball for Dominic Catronio, our Brewers 360 guest every Monday at 8:45 on Wisconsin's Morning News.
The point being is they are nearing the end of this storm when they finally get to be the team that they were projected to be. And maybe some of the kids down in AAA start to find their footing.
Brewers 360 is sponsored by Outdoor Living Unlimited, Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Cannon and Dunphy, and Ridgetop Exteriors.
Everyone wants us to build an awesome backyard space. The trend has been people asking about how they'll use the space. The requests are, we want an outdoor space to relax and read, for yoga, a fitness area, to watch baseball on TV, and my latest and favorite, can you build me a golf simulator? Yes to all of it. We can build that covered structure for any of your dream ideas. We'll be creative and make it look amazing. You get to enjoy the space any way you want, getting fit, relaxing, or hitting a driver literally off your deck. For that amazing outdoor space, go to OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com.
May is here, which means your house is officially done hiding under snow, and now you can see everything it needs. Good news, Exterior Pros and Baths is here to help. Upgrade to energy-efficient windows, durable roofing, new siding, or a beautiful bath remodel, and get $3,000 off your project. Think of it as spring cleaning, but way more impressive. That's $3,000 in instant savings during our May savings event, but it won't last long. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com today. Exterior Pros and Baths. Big savings done right.
So, Dad, what gives with the square pizzas?
Well, Marty wanted to be different, but little did he know that he was giving everyone a real value. We figured it out. Our 12-inch square pizza covers 27% more space than a 12-inch round.
A bigger pizza and a better value.
Yep, 27% more.
Marty's Pizza in Delafield.
And martyspizza.net for easy online ordering.
Register online for Red Card Loyalty, and after 15 pizzas, you'll get your next one free!
Marty's Pizza. Do you remember when times were good? Well, they're good again. It's as good today as it was in the past. It doesn't get any better than that. Remember Marty's Pizza.
There I was outside doing some yard work when I noticed my neighbor looking over his windows. He's climbing up and down his ladder, and I hear him holler to his wife, "Honey, we're gonna need a few new windows." So I took a walk over and said, "Hi Ron, do you mind if I take a look?" He said, "Go right ahead." And I said, "You know, the window itself, which is the framework to the glass here, looks fine. And the sill, which is the bottom of the framework, that's fine too. It's the glass that needs replacing. The seal must be broke, and that lets in the moisture we're seeing. That's why your windows are fogging up." And he said, "So I don't need new windows?" And I said, "No, actually, if you want, I can have the glass replaced, and they'll basically be as good as new. And believe me, it'll cost you a lot less than replacing these." This is Stacy Sinks with Les's Glass Service. If it's a new glass shower door, fogged or broken insulated glass replacement, or affordable glass and mirror home decor that you've been looking for, you just can't pass on Les's Glass. Les's Glass Service, serving all of southeastern Wisconsin. Find us at lesglassservice.com.
David Nason and Dayton Kane. It's the Fix-It Show on WTMJ.
Ever since we've been getting some different music since we can't play actual music on the show because we're too popular on YouTube.
You guys are YouTube sensations.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. People are watching on YouTube. So, all right.
How many? Like 3? 4?
No. So I guess we're up to like 100, 150 on the reruns. Like after it's posted, people are watching and checking out the
they
show.
also post us on Facebook.
So if you want to see what we look like, there you can do it on YouTube. Jason Fox with us from Capital. 855-616.
Do you do like autograph signings and stuff, or what's that cost?
When you hand out your book, you don't do an autograph on the book.
I still hand out one of Tom Faza's How to Operate Your Home books. I still have a couple cases of those, and a couple times people have asked me to autograph them. Okay. I was like, well, I didn't write the book. I'm just giving it.
What
to
is
you.
autograph Tom's name? No.
Sure. I have 4 copies that Tom signed for me. Did I get some for you? I thought
I have one. Yep.
Yeah, that I got signed for you.
Yeah.
So Tom's still doing.
I started doing the show when Tom was still on. I have a copy from him as well.
Yeah.
They're going out of print.
They're going out of print.
So now it's gonna be a collector's item.
Yes.
Don't lose that book.
We're all getting old.
And printing costs are expensive. That's basically
okay.
He's got a digital version.
We do have a text that says, "I have occasional whistling coming through the air ducts when the heat is on. It's occasional, not coming from the furnace. Impossible to locate. Tried adjusting the fan speed. No luck. Will duct sealing take care of this issue?"
Maybe.
What would be causing the issue?
So
it's always a maybe or it depends, right?
Well, here's the thing:
it's
is without knowing the static pressure of the system, which is really how the system's breathing, right? I can't answer that question, because if the static pressure is really high, well, then it's actually a ductwork issue and you don't have enough of it, right? And it's sucking air in from places it probably shouldn't, and that's creating the whistling of it.
Okay.
Right? So adjusting your fan speed may not matter, because, like if you need 10 gallons of air and you're only getting 6, it doesn't matter what you adjust the fan speed, you're not going to get enough air through there, and it's going to create that problem. So if you seal that ductwork, when it's like that, it's actually going to make it worse. Right, because now it's starving for air. It's running super hard because it's like it can't breathe. It's like running a marathon with a cocktail straw in your mouth.
Yeah.
So, if you take the static pressure, which it should be 0.1 on the return, 0.1 on the supply, 0.2 for the coil, and 0.1 for the filter, which is a total of 0.5. I know that's a lot of math. And if everything's running that way, well, then then yes, then sealing would take care of that, right? And sealing is actually one of the most beneficial things you can do for a forced air system, because on average they lose about 40% of the air that they produce. So 40% of the air you're heating, cooling, whatever you're doing is never making it out the register. It's getting lost in basements, walls, attics, everywhere else.
Cavities, yeah.
So it's a very good thing you can do for home for efficiency, but you have to make sure that the system is running the right way before you do that. So if you call us for beyondification, we'll come out and take a look at all that for free as part of the beyondification.
Yeah, I had an inspection a few weeks ago, and I'm a zone system in the house, single furnace, a system on one side of the house, a zone on the other side of the house, and a zone for a finished lower level. And I turned the thermostat up on one side of the house just to get the furnace running and everything. And I went downstairs and it was making a loud noise like that. And I'm in the finished area and everything. I noticed the thermostat was off in the basement. I turned that thermostat on, so that would call for heat. As soon as you could literally hear the damper open, and the sound disappeared.
Well, so because here's the problem:
They came back
most
and did some
zone
sealing.
systems are not put in right. The bypasses are either non-existent or not set up right. So there's a whole we see this constantly, or homes that they just start. They finished the basement and all that stuff, and they put a zone system in, but they never made sure all the dampers are screwed open permanently.
Yeah.
And then they shut, and then everything's drywalled in, which you're supposed to have access panels to all that stuff, and that never is, right? Yeah. So, zone systems are fantastic, but a lot of times, it's just like anything else, they have to be done the right way. And you got to be able to bypass a certain amount of air, and really should have multi-stage equipment if you're doing a zone system, because you want to be able to use the equipment to kind of help with some of the stuff, and you have to balance it slightly. So, like everything, there's a lot always going on.
There's a lot of science, and when you get them up for beyondification after they're done, they have the iPad, and if you're a geek about this stuff, or a nerd, whatever is the right term, you're gonna love it. If you're me, you're gonna be like, okay, I'm glad you know what you're doing, because that's a lot of stuff going on.
Well, we bring a ton of technology in the house, and we bring multiple sets of eyes in the house, through what the technician's doing. So we're trying to, make sure everyone has a good experience and that we're delivering what it's supposed to deliver, right? So when we come and look at a system, whether we're installing, maintaining, doing anything, we want to make sure the system is running per what the manufacturer says it should, so that it lasts you a long time, so you don't have to buy a new one, right? Unfortunately, a lot of times you come into homes and they were never set up properly, never set the gas pressure, the blower speeds, all these different things. And then all of a sudden there could be an issue or something. And then that's where, when people have excessive repairs or excessive utilities, it's typically not the equipment is the problem. It's typically the surrounding system is not functioning properly.
All right. CallCapitalCares.com is the website, capital with an A, callcapitalcares.com. It is a Fix-It show on WTMJ.
A happy place comes in many colors. Whatever your color, bring happiness home with CertaPro Painters and make your happy place your home. CertaPro Painters, that's painting happy. During our spring sales event, get 10% off any home painting project, $2,500 or more. When you schedule before May 15th at participating locations, get started today at CertaPro.com. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Contractor license and registration information is available at CertaPro.com.
The Fix-It Show live stream and podcast are brought to you by J&J Contractors. From roofing to windows, kitchen, bathrooms, and more, J&J Contractors proudly provide a full catalog of exceptional exterior and interior home improvement services, all under one roof. Visit jnjcontractorsllc.com or call 414-423-9200 for your free consultation today. J&J Contractors, welcome home.
I'm WTMJ's Sandy Max. What makes living at Three Pillars so special? Let's hear from my friend Dave.
The campus is beautiful. For me, nature is my church, and I love being outside. We live by the Bark River. and it's calming. It just calms my soul. I just love it. A lot of the people, I'm talking about 100-year-old people, they credit 3 Pillars with living longer.
Schedule a tour today at 3pillars.org.
Spring is in full swing at Tyson's. Shop our latest spring deals now through May 12th. Plan your perfect patio with savings on furniture, decor, fire pits, solar lighting, and more. All patio furniture and lawn and garden decor is 15% off. Save $20 on a 36-inch USA flag fire pit and save $130 on a Flower House swinging chair. Shop our weekly deals and more at your local Tyson store or online at tysons.com now through May 12th.
WTMJ's Julia Fellow here. You know I'm obsessed with all things royal, so we're rolling out the red carpet to personally invite you on the British Crown experience with Fox World Travel and Inside Vacations. We're talking about the changing of the guard, the crown jewels, high tea, Stonehenge, Oxford, the full royal treatment. This isn't just a tour, it's history you can feel. I hope you join me. Visit foxworldtravel.com or 866-GO-FOX-GO, 866-GO-FOX-GO.
For growing businesses, digital marketing shouldn't be a gamble. If your business needs results, not guesswork, it's time for a different approach. At Margle Media, we deliver real results for businesses in an evolving digital world. Backed by data, guided by strategy, and focused on actionable outcomes. We partner with businesses of all sizes to drive growth locally or nationwide. Set up a free consultation today. Visit us at marglemedia.com. That's MARGLE media.com.
Get her done. It's the Fix-It Show on WTMJ.
Cloudy, breezy, chance of scattered afternoon showers today, but a high of 68. It's going to be a nice day for the most part.
Yes.
Those scattered showers, you may not even see them, so get out and enjoy it. Dayton, Kane, David, Nason here with Jason from Capital. Capital heating, cooling, electric, plumbing. They do it all. If it's a mechanical thing inside your house, unless you have a mechanical bull, would you fix somebody's mechanical bull?
Well, you know, we're willing to give it a shot at this point.
It's got electric running to it, right?
Yeah, we could try.
855-616-1620, the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. We've got a few texts here. Appreciate you sharing the info for Capital. Could high static pressure also cause a gas-powered furnace to moan as it's ending a cycle?
Hopefully it's natural gas.
Possibly. It could be a bad motor going down too, right? I mean, it could be a couple of things, but it's possible. A lot of times you'll hear more of a ductwork pop on high static, but you can get some weird noises from it, right? Because remember, it's starving for air, right?
Sure.
So
another one says, good morning. I live in a condo. Each unit has its own HVAC system. Can duct cleaning still occur if the ducts are made of a more flexible material?
yes, depending on the age of that flexible material, the older paper-backed flexible material we don't clean because it'll just tear it up.
It'll
but we
shred it, yeah.
Yeah, but we have a different machine than our trucks. Like our trucks are 10,000 CFM and 200 PSI. You can't clean that flexible with that. We have a different system which is called a rotor brush, which has a soft bristle brush that we can get through there and clean everything.
Okay. One more. What about homes that have hot water heat and have an air conditioner handler in the attic and air is piped 2 rooms through 3 to 4 inch tubes? Do those need to be duct cleaned?
You can't. We don't have anything small enough to actually clean those. So because the way that they're designed, so that we can't unfortunately do.
Yeah. High velocity systems.
Okay.
Usually a Unico.
Unico, Space Pack, and there's one other one, High V. Those are the 3 main ones in the thing. Unico is pretty dominant in our market, but you'll see some of the other ones occasionally. Still made. I mean, they're all still made and things. We swap them out all the time.
Great questions. Keep them coming. 855-616-1620. Where do you guys all service?
All of southeastern Wisconsin, so kind of almost the whole listening area here. So basically within 30 miles of our location is kind of our thing. But we go all the way down to the border in Illinois, and we go up to like the Grafton, West Bend area, and then out west to Oconomowoc. So.
How far east?
Oconomowoc's kind of like our cutoff
East?
typically.
How far east?
How far east? It's to the lake.
Smart Alec.
I got him, right?
You got me, yeah.
Yeah, right.
As far east as we can go, to the beach.
On wheels, yes. Right.
So when you're doing all this thing, you have dedicated staff for each division, right?
Yes.
Your electrician's not also my plumber?
Nope, we have plumbers, we have electricians, we have dedicated just duct cleaners. That's all they do is duct clean. We have dedicated HVAC on the installation, the service side. We have dedicated electricians, so we've our call centers. We have 77 people, so everyone kind of has their bucket that they live in, and it's been successful that way.
So when I remember growing up as a kid, I've never ever heard of duct cleaning. Is that something new, like in the last 20 years, or
no? It's been around a long time.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember my dad ever getting a duct cleaner in to clean the ducts in our house.
Right. And when do you do this service work?
24/7, 7 days a week.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, interesting. So if I reach out though, and I want a consultant to come out,
yes,
to look at things, what's the turnaround on that?
Typically, we can get to you within a day or two.
Okay.
Depends on the day. Some days we're full, but we can get usually with people 24 to 48 hours. We can get out to your house if you need a new equipment, or if you just want to go on our website, call capitalcares.com. You can price out your own new air conditioner furnace right on our website, or a water heater as well. Or you can order furnace filters. You can get a beyondification. You can do all kinds of great stuff there.
Perfect Mother's Day gift.
Yeah, exactly.
Here you go, Mom. A furnace filter for you.
Wow.
Hope you enjoy it. I'll even change it out for you, Mom.
I can see how your house
let me know how that works.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know next week how that goes.
And happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful, wonderful moms out there.
Oh, sure. Now show me up. I see. No, seriously. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you for listening. We appreciate all of you moms who do everything for us. That's why we're here, right?
Right.
Wouldn't be here without Mom.
Yeah. Exactly.
Let's go over to the WTMJ Breaking News Center. Elizabeth Linton in with us. Good morning.
Good morning, Dayton. A Milwaukee area landlord is indicted for drug trafficking. A federal grand jury charged 52-year-old Samuel Stair and 17 others from Milwaukee with 35 counts, including conspiracy, money laundering, and maintaining a drug house. According to court documents, Stair rented properties through his S2 real estate company to drug traffickers for storing and distributing drugs, including cocaine and fentanyl. He has pled not guilty. If convicted on all charges, Stair could face life in prison. A long vacant property on Milwaukee's northwest side could see new life. Plans are in the works to turn the former Midtown Center Walmart into a new public library branch and mixed-use development. The site near Fond du Lac and Capitol has sat mostly empty since Walmart closed the store nearly a decade ago. City leaders say the project could help revitalize the area if it moves forward. The proposal is expected to go before the city's planning commission later this month. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. At the moment, still all clear out there. No major incidents, no major delays.
Traffic is sponsored by TaybackAttorneys.com. Hurt at work? Call Tayback for the payback. An injury at work may leave you eligible for compensation benefits, including lost wages, coverage of medical bills, or a cash settlement. Call Tayback for the payback. TaybackAttorneys.com.
Here's your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Today, partly cloudy and breezy, slight chance of afternoon showers, high of 68. Overnight tonight, mainly clear, low of 41 at the lake, 36 inland. Tomorrow for Mother's Day, mostly sunny with a high of 60. Monday, mostly sunny, high of 53 at the lake, 62 inland. Tuesday, rain likely, high of 64. Wednesday, mostly sunny, high of 60. Right now, in Green Bay, it's 53. In Madison, it's 56. In Muskego, it's 58. And in Milwaukee, it is 60 degrees. I'm Elizabeth Linton in Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 6:32.
Wet basements and foundation problems? For over 20 years, Accurate has been the Fix-It Show's trusted experts in foundation repair and waterproofing. Whether it's cracked walls, drain tile issues, or water in your basement, they've got you covered. Don't wait until the problem gets worse. Call Accurate Basement Repair today at 414-744-6900 or visit AccurateBasementRepair.com. They're not just good, they're accurate.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Hey, Wisconsin, WTMJ Steve Scavidi here for Badger Fence. You know what? The moment you look out of your yard and think, boy, this fence has seen some things. We've all been in that position, right? It looks a little shaky. Maybe it's leaning. Maybe it's squeaking. Maybe it's just an idea, but when it's time to upgrade, I want 3 things: privacy, security, and a fence that looks really, really good and looks sharp. So my neighbors go, wow, that's a great looking fence. That's why I called Badger Fence a few years ago. They've been installing fences in the Milwaukee area since, get this, 1945. They're Better Business Bureau accredited with an A+ rating. Doesn't get better than that. And a longtime NARI Milwaukee member. They make it easy. They'll walk you through the styles, materials, wood cedar, which is what we chose, ornamental, chain link, PVC vinyl, very popular now. So you'll land on the right look for your home and your budget. Badger Fence is licensed, bonded, insured, and they use quality materials, the best materials, which matters when you want this fence to hold up season after season in Wisconsin. If a new fence is on your list this year, set an appointment at badgerfence.com and tell them Steve from WTMJ sent you.
Advice you can use. It's the Fix-It Show on WTMJ.
Need to fix something in your house? This is a show to listen to, and we appreciate you having us on. Don't forget you can get the podcast wherever you get your podcasts, and at WTMJ.com as well. Gets posted there. Jason Fox from Capital on with us this hour. We've talked a lot about a little bit of everything, but let's get into plumbing a little bit more.
Yeah.
So does plumbing need to be maintained? Or does it, once it's in, it's good? Like, how's it work?
Old plumbing does.
Yeah, I mean, so typically, we do a plumbing inspection for free if you're Myrtles League Home Defender, right? Maintained there's some things you should maintain, like your valves. You want to try and once a year, maybe at least exercise them, because what happens if you don't touch them for a long period of time, then they won't shut off. And, when you have an emergency, that's when you need them.
Yeah, if you have the old like gate valves where it's a round handle and everything, I was told a long time ago that when you turn it off, like, so if let's say it's a shutoff valve for your outside faucet, when you turn it off, but then back it off just a little bit.
Yeah, you don't want to lock it.
Yeah, because if you lock it, and then it freezes up, you don't have anywhere to go. It's kind of like getting stuck in the snow and you go reverse and back, you kind of working your way out. If that faucet's all the way locked, it can't go. You want to back it off so that you can actually turn it in both directions a little bit.
So I actually had the water company. I don't know what's the water company.
New Berlin Utility.
Yeah, I guess.
Water utility.
Yeah, they came in and put a new gauge in my house that they can just scan. Via
for reading your water meter. Yep.
But I have the old turn like you're talking about, and I'm like, I don't think I've touched that thing since I moved in here.
They're usually okay. Even when you turn them off, they leak when you turn them back on.
Yep.
When you open it back.
So I'm like, if that doesn't work when you turn it back, do you fix it? They're like, no. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, that becomes your
that's your fault.
So luckily worked. It worked.
Yeah.
So we'll exercise those and things. So like a lot of times when we come in a house to do anything, the first thing we want to do is look at that, right? Because let's say we're working on your system and something breaks. Well, how do we shut the water off, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes people have a lot of stuff in their home, or they don't, they've drywalled in or boxed in where the valves are and things. So that's usually one of our first stops when we get into home, no matter what we're doing, is how do we shut the water off?
That's a good idea.
Do plumbing contractors have the key to turn it off at the curb stop?
No, you got to call the city for it. We're not supposed to touch it technically because that's the city's thing.
Because it's like an 8-foot long thing they stick down in there because it's way down underground.
Yeah, and a lot of times if they haven't been shut off a long time, they can be filled with debris or, there's like some issues there.
So what happens then if it does break, you can't turn it off at the main valve?
Well, so like
call your insurance company.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody's insurance, right? So we'll a lot of times we can get them to be a slow leak or something like that, where we could do something where we could have time, right? It's usually not going to snap off and cause a giant flood. But the biggest thing is we want to know what kind of shape it is in, and if they're real bad, we know like, hey, we're not going to touch this. We might say, hey, look, let's address this first. Let's call the city, have them shut it off. We'll get these fixed so that we know we have a condition where, because water is the biggest damage, even in fires, is the biggest damage to homes, right? Water is a huge thing. In fact, there's a big thing the insurance companies may start giving people they make devices now you can put on your water coming in your home that if it senses a massive, like where something's leaking, it'll actually shut itself off.
Yeah. And it can notify you if you have a leak.
Exactly.
And this is exactly why, and I get asked all the time, home inspectors do not test that shutoff valve. We just will not touch it.
Yeah, what's smart?
Because you touch it and you try to turn it off. You turn it off and then you turn it back on and it starts leaking. Now I have to call a plumber.
And the city, it sounds like, if it's the main.
Potentially, yeah. But mostly first a plumber.
And that's why same thing. We want to know, is that going to work, right? Because stuff happens. I mean, your pipes can look fine. All of a sudden, you touch a pipe and something just will bust apart. I mean, we've had it. We were fixing one actually just yesterday. We had the water off, but we were replacing some valves for some hose faucets. And when he touched the pipe, it actually split the whole T. Right, just came apart in his hand. Right. So now, had we not had the water off or something, that would have been
what kind of pipe?
Copper pipe. It was a solder joint that broke.
Really?
Yeah, and it had been in for 40 years, right? But it just was enough. There's just him cutting the valve out was enough for it to crack and then pull apart. So you just, after doing this long enough, you just know, right? Like, let's check these things. Same thing with your shutoffs at your sinks and your toilets and things. We always check those. So those are your big ones. Typically, you're going to see in a home. Some pumps, something we always want to check those. Make sure they're actually still pumping at the velocity that they should, right? Just because some pumps running doesn't mean it's actually moving the right amount of water.
And I've made that comment before. Like, you can test it. If you don't have any water in your crock, you either lift the float, or depending on how the plug says, you can bypass the float and plug it in. And if it's just making noise, I can make noise too, and I don't pump water. But you got to pour water in the crock and make it work and make it pump water. That's how you know it's working.
Exactly. So those are the big ones, that we're checking. If you're ambitious, flushing your water heater is a really good idea. To make sure you keep that sediment out of the bottom. But something you want to start with, early on, to make sure that it's good. That could also lead to other water qualities. We're going to also test everyone's water. So even if you have a water softener, we're going to bypass it. We're going to test it. Is it set up properly? Right? Just because you have a water softener doesn't mean that it's actually doing the right amount.
You install water softeners and filter systems and stuff?
Iron curtains, water softeners, water purity, all the, RO systems, whole home RO systems, we can put those in as well. I mean, there's a lot of options depending on what you're trying to solve. And so when we come through our plumbing inspections, we're going to look at all this stuff for free. We're going to test it, do all this stuff. We'll show you what it is. Make sure that everything's working good, and then you should be good. The only other thing is the drains. Typically don't need maintenance, but if they're slowing down things, a lot of times kitchen sink drains are the ones where they get gunged up, or your bathtubs and things. Yeah. So if we can't get them through a regular thing, we can do what we call a hydro scrub, where we're actually going to scrub it back to its original state with some high pressure water and things like that.
So you get that plumbing inspection as part of Merle's League of Home Defenders. What's that?
So Merle's League of Home Defenders is a whole home protection plan. It's $48 to join, and it's $24 a month. It covers your electric, your plumbing, and your HVAC, right? So what it is electrical, you get a free electrical inspection. Plumbing, you get a free plumbing inspection and one free drain cleaning a year. HVAC, you get 2 beyondifications to use. And then you get $400 worth of capital cash you can use towards our IAQ equipment. You can use it towards a new piece of HVAC equipment, or you can use it towards indoor water quality equipment, right? So you can use it toward any of those. And you get 10% off duct cleaning, and you never pay a service call fee. So no matter when you need service, if it's Christmas or if it's Wednesday, it's free to come out, even in the middle of the night.
Good stuff. CallCapitalCares.com is the website. Jason Fox on with us for a couple more segments. 855-616-1620, the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. If you have questions, it is a Fix-It show on WTMJ.
May is here, which means your house is officially done hiding under snow, and now you can see everything it needs. Good news, Exterior Pros and Baths is here to help. Upgrade to energy-efficient windows, durable roofing, new siding, or a beautiful bath remodel, and get $3,000 off your project. Think of it as spring cleaning, but way more impressive. That's $3,000 in instant savings during our May savings event, but it won't last long. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com today. Exterior Pros and Baths. Big savings done
Hello,
right.
neighbors. It's May in Milwaukee. That's the month where we finally stop pretending it's refreshing outside and realize the humidity is coming at us like a freight train. Meanwhile, your AC has been hibernating since last summer. Asking it to suddenly switch from sub-zero survival to summer oasis without a checkup is a bold move, and usually a sweaty one. The team that goes beyond for you, Capital Heating, Cooling, Electric, and Plumbing, is here to make sure you aren't the person desperately buying a box fan at the hardware store next month. Right now, you can get your Beyondification AC tune-up for just $69. Don't wait for the first real heat wave to find out your AC has decided to take the summer off. Schedule your $69 Beyondification AC tune-up now. Call 414-710-9755 or visit callcapitalcares.com. That's 414-710-9755 or callcapitalcares.com. Trust Capital to take care of it, because glancing at the open fridge for cool air is not a sustainable summer cooling plan.
Accunet Mortgage is an equal housing lender. NMLS ID 255368.
This is Brian Wickert here with my son David, Accunet's president and chief metaphor officer. What do you have for us this time?
Dad, for a lot of sellers, selling their home is like handing over a family photo album. Every room in that house has a birthday memory or a trombone lesson or that last Mother's Day brunch before the kids moved out. The seller isn't just transferring a deed, they're saying farewell to a chapter of their life.
So buyers need to walk through the front door with that in mind.
Absolutely. It's not just a financial transaction. It's a transfer of trust. Sellers and their agents are looking to say yes to the buyer who is strong enough and safe enough to make good on their offer.
So what does that look like in practice?
It looks like a rock-solid guaranteed pre-approval and a thoughtfully crafted offer that tells the seller, I will show up.
Because when the seller is deciding who will get the keys and the metaphorical family photo album,
you want them to feel the best about handing them to you.
Get started with your rock-solid pre-approval by clicking on the blue button today at Accunet.com.
When I first started Abbey Home 16 years ago, I only chose windows that I'd put on my own home. The same holds true today. Triple pane, lifetime warranted windows that are of the highest quality, made for our northern climate. Get them installed the right way from Abbey Home and never have to worry about windows again. Right now, get 20% off all windows. And if somebody asks you if you know a guy in the business, you can say no, but I know a girl. Go to abbeyhome.com today. Or give us a call, 414-436-ABBY, 414-436-2229.
They've got the history, the headlines, the pinstripes. But this is Milwaukee.
First pitch. Breaking ball. Hit high. Hit deep. Left center. Bye-bye baseball.
The Yankees roll into American Family Field to face the Brewers.
You have got to be kidding me.
Our Brewers Radio Network game day coverage starts tonight at 5:35. We are the home of the Brewers. WTMJ. If it needs fixing, we can help. It's the Fix It Show on WTMJ.
Dayton, Kane, David Nason, Jason Fox with you this morning from Capitol. 61 in Milwaukee. We're going to see a high of 68, cloudy, breezy, chance of scattered afternoon showers. Thanks for having us on. We have some more texts to get to at 855-616-1620. Sometimes when I drain my water heater, water will come out. Next time, nothing. That's not a question, but I'm guessing they're asking, why does that happen?
Well, it's probably full of sediment and it's blocking the drain.
Would you recommend trying to force some back pressure and maybe clear the valve?
For a homeowner, no. We would come and do something like that, but unless you know what you're doing, I would not mess with it, right? There could be, you'd be blowing relief valves, you could be doing a lot of different,
And that's the reason why, like you just said, it's a good idea to drain your water heater, but you need to start 6 months, into it. Brand new water heater, do it
every year.
But if it's been a couple years, forget it.
We'll come out and do them when they're older, right? But it's just you got somebody that's experienced knows what the mechanics of it all look like, and not every water heater is the same, and what type of valve is on there, and things like that. So we'll come out and flush water heaters for people. But if you can do it yourself, I would start early, right? Because then your chances are
early and often.
Early and often, yeah.
Vote early and often.
There's some people we've had callers who do it like every month, right?
Yeah.
We've called in.
I have seen there's a sticker on the water heater and the dates that it's been drained. I'm like, wow, that's impressive.
That's impressive, right? I wish I could stay on top
of
the maintenance in my own home that way.
Nobody does that.
Next one says, does Capital work on water supply and sewer pipes from home to the sidewalk?
Yes, we do. We do both the incoming and outgoing.
Yeah.
So that's where we're looking at what? Tree roots getting in the way or what?
Yeah, water service, if you have a lead service or, older ones and they're leaking, things like that. It's typically, or you're converting from a well to city water, that kind of stuff. The sewer is, it could be tree roots, could be a belly in the pipe, could be a busted pipe. It's, you name it, there's all kinds of issues with sewers. So it really depends on what's going on, what's causing the problem. So like everything else, you start with a initial inspection and see what the problem is, and then from there we can figure out different ways to address it.
What about the pipe from the house to a septic tank?
Yeah, we'll work on those too.
You don't do the tank and the septic system and everything, but that pipe in between you could?
Yeah, and those are usually pretty short. So a lot of times those are just a clog, a hung sewer typically.
And they're not as deep in the ground.
Yeah, usually they're much higher.
Yeah, 4 feet or so in the ground, not 8 or 10.
But even in your house too, like, if you have problems under the floor, things like that, but it all starts with like looking at and identifying what the problem is and then coming up with the right plan of attack. And then a lot of times interior stuff for your home, we can actually get the insurance company. A lot of people have insurance coverage for access, but not replacement. So we can actually work with the insurance company for them to pay for the busting of the concrete and putting the floor back and things. So it saves you money, right? It's a longer process. A lot of companies don't want to mess with that, but we do that for people because we know that that'll save them money in the long run.
And you know all this plumbing because you were originally a plumbing contractor, right? Way back when?
I was a plumber. Yeah, I started in 1995. Yeah, as a plumber. Went through a full plumbing apprenticeship and all that stuff, and we just added it, now 2 years ago at Capitol. But so I have a lot of history in there.
You're not just making this up. You actually know what you're talking about.
I've been in those ditches and done all that stuff. Yeah.
We have one final segment, 855-616-1620. If you have questions for Jason Fox, you can check them out at callcapitalcares.com. It is the Fix It Show.
Tune in to Wisconsin's Midday News with Greg Matzik and Jessica Ty.
And new legislation introduced in Congress to dramatically raise the federal minimum wage to $25 an hour. 3 Illinois congressmen are behind the Living Wage for All Act.
Bringing you the latest in news, sports, traffic, and weather.
A major emergency response at Milwaukee's Mitchell International Airport was a full-scale training exercise.
Every weekday from noon until 3 p.m. Only on WTMJ.
Imagine waking up to the updated kitchen or bathroom of your dreams. J&J Contractors is your preferred partner in all your home renovation needs. They can transform your kitchen with beautiful new floors, custom cabinetry, and more. Dreaming of a spa-like oasis with custom tile work and fixtures? J&J Contractors will design a bathroom that leaves you feeling relaxed and rejuvenated. For your free consultation, just search online, J&J Contractors, or call 414-423-9200. J&J Contractors. Welcome home.
There's an amazing supper club in Wisconsin Dells, Ish Nala, nestled among the pines and perched above the sandstone bluffs of Mirror Lake. The beauty, the history, the service, the food, the fun. Hi, this is Bob Prosser, owner of Ish Nala Supper Club in Wisconsin Dells. I've been a part of Ish Nala since 1973, and I am so proud to continue the tradition that began in 1953. Why not enjoy a brandy old-fashioned in one of our bars, each with a spectacular view overlooking Mirror Lake, or just relax before or after dinner on one of our outdoor decks. Our Ish Nala chefs have prepared your favorites: 24-ounce ribeye, cold water lobster tails, North Atlantic salmon, and of course, Ish Nala's roast duck. Thank you for making Ish Nala Wisconsin's favorite supper club, where the only thing we overlook is Mirror Lake. I'm Bob Prosser, and I want to serve you.
Dave Spano, CEO of Annex Wealth Management.
We have a contractual agreement that we give our clients, this fiduciary standard of care. We also say fee-only fiduciary. So a lot of people are kind of twisting it these days and saying, I'm a fiduciary some of the time. I call them part-time fiduciaries. And that's the reason why we say fee-only fiduciary. That means we do not accept commissions.
Know the difference with Annex Wealth Management. Click Get Started at annexwealth.com.
From large manufacturer to local pizza shop and every business in between, Summit Credit Union helps your vision take shape with loan programs, great rates, and strategic solutions. Whatever you're building, you've got this. And Summit Credit Union's got you.
This is Bo from Ridgetop Exteriors. Your home should be the one place that you feel completely comfortable and safe. But old, drafty windows can steal that feeling. At Ridgetop Exteriors, we bring that peace of mind back. As Wisconsin's leading Pella Premier contractor, we install beautiful, secure windows and doors that can save you up to 40% on your energy bills. Get a home full of new Pella windows for as low as $198 a month. Learn more at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
Ready to see Alaska with a touch of modern luxury? We are thrilled to announce that Celebrity Cruises 2027 Alaska season is officially open for booking. Experience the rugged beauty of the Hubbard Glacier from the most stylish ships at sea. With Celebrity, you'll enjoy award-winning cuisine and stunning design as you journey through the icy wonders of the North. Fox World Travel makes planning seamless, ensuring you get the best of Celebrity's premium experience. Don't wait. The best views go first. Visit foxworldtravel.com or call 866-GO-FOX-GO.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station. Like a user's manual on the radio, It's the Fix-It Show on WTMJ.
Sponsored each week by Siding Unlimited and J&B Construction. This hour we've been talking with Jason Fox from Capital, and you guys always give away some Merle's League of Home Defender memberships.
Yeah, we should do that. So we talked about Merle's League. It's a whole home protection plan. It covers your HVAC, your electrical, your plumbing. We give you discounts on duct cleaning. You get discounts on repairs. You get $400 worth of capital cash you can use towards indoor air quality equipment, new HVAC equipment, or water treatment equipment. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a little text-in thing here. You're going to text in the word club, C-L-U-B, to 414-214-0184. That's 414-214-0184. And we're going to give you a free membership, and that starts today. You can schedule your beyondifications and get you all set up, or maybe you need plumbing or electric right away. We'll get that taken care of for you.
So let's talk about that beyondification, because you guys are coming to my house Wednesday to do the AC for the spring. What's all included? Like, what do you guys do? What are you looking at?
First thing we're going to do is make sure there's no tables on the drain lines.
Oh, my gosh. He had to get that in. We almost made it all show without
the whole
that
show
happening.
So we're going to look through the entire AC system, which includes the indoor and the outdoor portions, right? So we're going to go through, we're going to clean everything. We'll take it all apart. We're going to make sure the outdoors are completely clean, check all the connections electrically, check all the readings that we should have. We'll check the static pressure of the system, and then we do not power wash anything.
So I asked if you power wash the coils, yes.
Because that's a good way to ruin them, but we will clean them, and we'll use water in a solution that will get everything out of there. We'll make sure they're...
Comb them out a little bit, too, if they get bent over.
Oh, yeah. We'll take a look through all that stuff. We take all the sides and the top off when we clean them, right? So we take it all apart to make sure we get a thorough, deep cleaning through the entire system. We'll check all the refrigerant levels, so it'll be ready to go for the season.
Is there a certain pitch that you have to fix if the foundation starts getting a little crooked?
Yeah, they should be fairly level.
How far off
The
can that
condenser.
get before it's a problem?
That's I've heard all kinds of different things. You want them to be level because there's oil in the compressor, and you want it to kind of work in the right way. So typically, if they start to get out of level early, we just we can shim them while we're there, right? With some, depending what we're using for materials, there, rocks and different stuff. But when they get real bad, you want to correct them.
Well, the other issue is that it's a hard copper pipe connection there. That could actually crack a pipe there, maybe.
They're welded together nowadays, but yes, you don't want it to kink or anything like that, or just be that holding it up. I've seen that.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You don't want to put all that weight or pressure on those copper pipes.
Exactly, and make sure it's all insulated good and everything like that.
All right. Somebody texted in, are you able to take pictures of the lateral where it connects to the main line and send them to a client?
If we can get the camera all the way down there, as long as, depends if depends on the situation of the sewer, because sometimes you can only get so far because of a problem. But if it's clear all the way there, yes.
Right.
Okay. All right, wrap it up. We've got about 2 minutes left. What do people all need to know about your company?
So call capitalcares.com, our website. You can find out tons and tons of information there. You can schedule appointments. You can shop for new equipment. You can chat with us. You can book your own things there, or call us at 262-220-7020. Bella's working today, so she'll be happy to answer any questions we didn't answer on here. We never close, so we're always there for you, and we actually truly work 7 days a week, so we always have people, working and things like that. So we serve all of southeastern Wisconsin, and we're here to help you out with all your mechanical needs.
Okay.
That's
no big plans for Mother's Day?
Whatever my wife would like to do.
Yeah. Oh.
So I actually
just scored big.
I just saw a survey that said this is starting to sound, moms are starting to sound like dads. They don't want flowers. They don't want, what they want is to have a nice peaceful day to do nothing.
So who made up Mother's Day in May? I mean, it's probably great in certain parts of the country, but around here, we're going to have a nice day tomorrow.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's going to be nice tomorrow.
But there's so many times that it's rainy, cool, or anything. So I hear there's Dad's, Father's Day is in June. It's nice and warm and everything. You guys
so we can go golf.
Go golf and everything. And, they should have moved Mother's Day a little.
Well, maybe you should start a petition to move Mother's Day.
Yeah. No.
Not that invested?
No.
All right. Always good to have you on the show.
Good
Thank you for coming.
Good
we
to see
do this
you, Jason.
every week from 7 to 9. It is the Fix It Show. So check out the podcast if you missed most of what happened, if you're just tuning in. Rose Gray and the Fox World Travel Show coming in next. See you next week.
This has been the Fix It Show on WTMJ, presented by J&B